Hey everybody, we're here for an AirBike update, and I apologize. It's been 2 or 3 months since I've really posted anything on YouTube, and family and work and everything just consume me. Plus, in the winter, when it gets cold, I bring my daughter's and wife's cars into the garage so that they don't have ice and snow all over them. And I pretty much can't use the garage, and the garage is where the AirBike has moved to. The fuselage is actually in my trailer, in my 18-foot trailer, and the wing. One wing is hanging on the wall, the other wing's on a jig table, and but this update is about the engine. Okay, so basically, if you have followed me for a long time, you know that I originally started out with a 250cc engine, which was going to basically be a model aircraft engine with a belt drive. And one of the problems I ran into is that it doesn't weigh enough. When I started doing all my CG calculations and trying to figure out what was going on, I would have to add 20 pounds in those of the airplane to get the CG right. Well, already taking a marginal horsepower motor at 26 or 27 horsepower and adding another 20 pounds to get the CG right just made me nervous. Even though a lot of the numbers said it would fly, it just made me nervous. So I found a company called Jaybird online, and they actually make well, I don't want to say make, they take all the parts that make up a Kawasaki 340 engine and basically build you a new Kawasaki 340. So I've got a Kawasaki 340 in it. It's supposed to be between 30 and 32 horsepower. And a lot of the parts in this are more like an aircraft engine than a model airplane engine. Okay, so an aircraft engine, the way the carburetor is set up and the air breather, the air filter and everything set up on this is much more like an aircraft engine than the 250 that had like a model aircraft engine. If I'm making sense, a real aircraft versus a model airplane. So this is the engine. And it's got a starter on it. It's a really slick. I mean, it's just really a neat engine. I haven't run it yet, and I'm just dying to run it. But I decided I'm going to build the exhaust myself. Now, I've fallen in with I have fallen in love with TIG welding, and I'm just really enjoying it. So I'm going to TIG weld up my own exhaust. I've already started. So I took an 1/8-inch piece of the 4130 chrome moly, and in CAD made me some templates, and went online to Amazon and found these exhaust kits that come with different bins, like 180s, 90s, 45 degrees. So I took two 45s here, and basically you just got to take your time. This is not rocket science. You just got to take your time to weld this together and cut all the parts out. Now, you can't take a regular hole saw and cut through 4130 chrome moly. It's impossible. You'll just melt the saw. So you do have to go online and find a steel hole saw to get holes this big. At least I did. And you just got to take your time and grind and massage this thing so that it just fits perfect. So my flange welds there were perfect. They came out great with the TIG. The one connecting the two wasn't as perfect, which I didn't care because I'm going to grind on that and cut the end off anyway for the other receiver pipe, or I'm sorry, the exhaust pipe coming off of it. And this is what it looked like cleaned up, and this is what it looks like on the engine. And basically, until I can get the airframe or the fuselage back in the garage, I'm at a standstill because I have to weld on to this the adapter, which is basically a kind of a ball type thing with two springs, which is like an isolation dampener. It's so that when the engine's vibrating, it's not putting all that vibration through the entire exhaust system. Plus, the exhaust system has a long moment arm, and it would break the welds. So I'm kind of at a standstill right now on working on this exhaust system, but it's turning out just fabulous so far. And yes, I've done all the math to know the length and the volume and all of that of a 2-cycle exhaust, so don't beat me up for that, everybody. And so I just want to give an update on the AirBike, where I'm at and everything. It has not gone away. Somebody says, oh, they always get 80% done and then nobody ever finishes them. This plane will fly. Life and work and everything consume me over the winter, and I am back up to speed. I can't wait to just idle this engine and get everything running. I mean, you just can't understand the excitement I have. So this plane's going to get done. As far as the wings are concerned, the one that's hanging on the wall of my garage right now is all framed up. The only thing I got to do is cut the aileron out, and which isn't the only thing. It's actually a little bit harder than it sounds when you look at the drawings on an air bike. The other wing, the spars are done and all the ribs are all jigged up on the spars, but they're not epoxied on yet. So I'm going to get that other wing done probably by June. I mean, as soon as it's warm enough in the next 5 weeks, I'm going to get the cars out of the garage and get back to work on the wings. I'm going to get the fuselage back in the garage and get the exhaust finish welded up. And hopefully by July, I'm covering the wings and the tail. So this project is not going to stall and not move. I do have a couple of RC like air show things. I got CEF coming up. It's really a fly-in. I shouldn't call it an air show, but I'm going to do a video, a lot of video on that. So I'll be doing an update on that. I will do updates on this exhaust as it progresses. I'll do updates on getting the whole fuel system working to this and making sure everything's right. It's got a really neat kind of a fuel system. Well, I shouldn't say neat. It's basic, but to me it's neat. So thanks for watching my videos, everybody. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do it. I never thought my YouTube would grow like it has, even though I've only got like 5,000 followers. That's still mind-boggling to me because I'm kind of a nobody. So rock on, everybody. Have an awesome day and stay safe. Take care.